Gamertag is here again with another tutorial video for you. I do apologize for having such a large gap in between them. Not going to try to make excuses. I mean, life came up, things had happened, and I'll be honest, I had been being lazy. Not going to lie. I had neglected the videos for a little bit, and like I said, I do apologize, but without further ado, we are going to get into this. So, I've got a lot for you today. Not quite as much as the last complete, guide, but we are going to kind of just breeze over these lightly, and then for further information on each tab, I will make separate videos. So for bots and overlay types of stuff for your stream, you're pretty much going to be using either ScottyBot or ScorpBot. If you don't plan on doing any IRL streams and you also don't plan to go away from your computer very much, ScorpBot is probably going to be your best bet as it is the most versatile. It has the most flexibility and options and things that you can do with it. As where ScottyBot is nice, it is more or less used for the person that is on the go. Uh, ScorpBot is on your PC. ScottyBot has the option to be on your PC and or in the cloud. So all of the commands and everything should work while you're streaming from your phone, or if you go over to a friend's house and you stream from a console, etc. And or you could possibly use both and shut one down. Another bot that you would be using for interactive stuff would be Firebot. This is a pretty widely used bot. A lot of people were using Soundwave Interactive and a couple of other interactive bots for sounds and or just commands for the stream, but those have since dissolved. So Firebot definitely a go-to for interactive streams if you're into that type of thing, which most of us, let's be honest, are. So we'll, of course, have separate videos for all of that. For your overlays and tipping things, you're going to be using most likely Streamlabs, as StreamJar and TippyStream have kind of dissolved and started tripping over their own feet. Their systems do not work that well. Streamlabs has, yes, had a couple of hiccups. I'm not going to lie, they're not perfect, but they are your best choice for getting your tip/donations, getting your follower alerts, etc. It's very, very, very nice. I would highly suggest using it. And then we also have another option for that. Your overlays and some of your alerts can be set up through player.me as well. This one is fairly new and not a whole lot of people know about it. So I will be trying to make the best in-depth tutorial that I can on it. I have yet to actually go into it 100% myself, so we will probably be learning at the same time. But yeah, this one is going to be really nice. Like if you just want one URL, like one browser capture or browser source to go into your OBS to just get all of your overlay stuff, this is going to be the one. As we're Streamlabs, you have to pull up different widgets and then put them into your sources in OBS. Player.me just uses one, so it's really nice. We'll get into that, of course, in the next video. But yeah, so that's it for that. We've got a couple of your bots, or a few of your bots, and then your two overlay items, and now we will move on to some content creator type stuff. That, I mean, has to do with content creator stuff, but this is more or less like editing. DaVinci Resolve, made by Blackmagic Designs, is a wonderful, wonderful free video editor. It has a ton of options, and when I say a ton of options, you're going to open it up and be overwhelmed. So I will be making a basic cut and edit guide. Not going to do anything with fancy transitions or color correction or anything like that. I will just do a simple download from Mixer, convert and or edit, and then export to YouTube. So the next thing we have is a clipping system, similar to Shadowplay, but done over the internet. It makes it to where when you clip your scene or when your viewers clip your scene, it gets exported instantly to their site. So that way you don't have to go in, cut and edit your Shadowplay, and then export it to YouTube. It just automatically gets sent to their site. And then at the end of your stream, if you allow it to tweet out, it will tweet out your highlights of your stream, which is very, very handy. This is a super awesome tool for when you're something nice happens in stream and you want to clip it. Similar to the Xbox, like the record that option, this is pretty much what that is, but for PC. All right. Now the next thing we've got is a little bit of games for people who may not have the funds to buy every game out there that comes out, and or if you are just really into early access titles and want to help developers get the word out for their game. Me, I am in the middle of both of that. I choose not to buy every single game out there because let's be honest, it burns a hole in your pocketbook, but I am an indie fiend. I used to help test games. Reverb here is an amazing platform for getting into these earlier access like survival games and MMO games. It doesn't require you to have any set numbers or viewership or anything like that. What they do is they talk with you and they look at your channel to see what it is you are doing and how about you're going about your business and whatnot in terms of publishing content for the games that you receive. And they're very lenient and very helpful and very nice people. So this is a good place to start out. Another amazing place to start out for relatively smaller channels is Woovit. So this one is similar to Reverb as where they don't really have too much in the sense of no, we're not going to accept you because you don't have 1,000 followers or this or that. This site, it's all based off of the developer's perspective. So what they do is they have requirements. So you just this guy for Alex or whatnot for the developer for Black Eye, he just states that you must not own it on Steam, and then you can play it. This site again only requires you to make a gameplay video, a let's play, a review, something along that lines, whether it be on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, and or a Mixer, so that way it can get picked up through your analytics. But here, let's check out another one that actually has requirements. So again, you must not own the game on Steam. You must have a minimum follower count, and or an average view count. So this is again an awesome place for newer streamers and or just smaller channels that are wanting to build and grow around indie titles and just also help developers out there as well. There's a bunch of smaller titles, a bunch of bigger titles on this site, and yeah, it's only going to grow. They add new stuff each week. Another option you have is one that's actually been around for a while, and this is called Keymailer. This one is a little bit different from the two previous, especially different from Woovit. They go off of a request and reject system. So you request a key, and then at any point in time, it could be a day, it could be 4 months, which sadly that does suck. But the developers themselves have to come to this site, see all of their requests, and then go through and like on the right hand side for a developer, you'll see requests right here, and then you'll see all the person's analytics over here. So they go through and they look at your analytics, and again, they reject and or accept your offer for your request, and then they send you a key, and then you go and do the same thing that you would on Move It. You make a let's play, a review, but this site has a ton of titles, not only live that are already out, but ones that you can request that are upcoming, which is very, very, very handy. They also have promoted ones, which the promoted titles generally get accepted a lot quicker if you're into that type of thing. And then there's one last one. This one is for the larger channels. As you can see, we could not approve your media status. Hello, Anthony, which if you guys haven't figured out, Ant is short for Anthony. But they could not give me media and or streamer content creator services. They would only allow me to be an enthusiast because I didn't actually meet their minimum requirements. So this site, in order to even be able to look at a game to request it. So yeah, 500 subs or followers, or you have to have an equivalent of 5,000 plus views on your channel as a whole, with your 50 to 100 average views. And then on to our next tab, which happens to be the merchandising section of things. So there was a free tipping service, as you can see, Loots. I'm sure you've heard of it. It is nice. It works very well. Though it does take a little bit of time uh, to do for the viewer. It also sometimes doesn't work 100% of the time. If you don't have your web browser open with the sound, you won't hear the notification, so you won't see it, and then you won't be able to thank them for their message and also their tip towards you. However, it still works and it is still highly used. So as you can see, there are a few channels that use it very, very frequently, but there is a much simpler one and a much more fun one to do. Another option that is a little bit more fun and doesn't require as much typing uh, is Gawkbox. This is a pretty amazing service. This is my dashboard's fairly empty because I'm not trying to show off too much information, but it is similar to Loots as it is a free tipping system, though it generates a little bit more revenue based off of how much people play either the game or search the app, etc. So when you go to someone's link and or if they have a QR code set up for you to scan, because Gawkbox is mainly used on the mobile device, um, you would see offers here on your mobile device that would allow you to like download a free app from the app store, get up a couple of ranks, and then like that just automatically sends money towards the streamer. And if you don't want to download apps and or play games or just do those free offers, you can also directly tip with PayPal, which is something that is super handy. And Gawkbox does not take any fees from your donations. It's absolutely free on their side of things. The only fee that you and the transaction fee that you'll have to deal with is on PayPal side and the bank side. Actual merchandising side of things. This is B-Bands. I'm sure you've heard of it. If you would like to join, it's simple. You just come up to their website and you come down here and you hit join. If I remember correctly, they are off of a pre-order basis. So if you want to join, you have to hit your pre-order mark. So I believe it's like 25 or 50 B-band pre-orders, and I believe it's the 2 weeks. So yeah, they'll reach out to you and approve your design. Once your design's been approved, submissions are posted and run for 2 weeks, and you must reach your goal. After you've reached your goal, then your B-bands will be put on the site for purchase. Fairly simple, fairly easy, and again, I'm sure you guys have heard of B-bands before. Another option for the artist, and or if you've had art that's been made for you and the artist is okay with you selling that art on stuff, you can use Redbubble. So yeah, no, they've got a lot of stuff here that you can just put your art on and sell it. So it works out really, really well. I would highly suggest using Redbubble if you have not already started a store on another merchandising website. What most people would use if you're not into all of this and you just kind of want to do just a mainstream t-shirt, designed by humans is always a good option. They have some art, you can do some frame prints, and they've got some kid shirts and some women's shirts and hoodies and stuff like that. I guess they've added leggings and whatnot now too, so they're starting to branch out. But designed by humans used to only be t-shirts. It looks like they have started getting into coffee mugs and backpacks and hats and stuff as well. So you actually have two fairly decent options. A month ago, this was not, or 2 months ago, this was not like this. But yeah, so not only with Design by Humans can you upload your own art and sell your own art, but they have a lot of featured brands that are also like licensed brands as well. So, Diablo 3, Cuphead, like these are all licensed games that you wouldn't otherwise be able to make your own art for and sell it because, you know, They typically don't like that type of thing. But yeah, if you want like Star Wars stuff, they've got like officially licensed Star Wars stuff. You can get that here. I will admit though that Designed by Humans is fairly expensive. Their shirts run $24 to $30, depending on if you're buying someone's T-shirt and or if it's an officially licensed T-shirt. These ones are actually a little bit cheaper. I was seeing some licensed ones at 30, but so if you want the shirts to be around like 15 or $17, you can do that. You won't get much of a cut out of the sale, but it makes it cheaper for your viewers, and also it's a little bit more friendlier to allow the community to not have to buy a $30 shirt. Um, but yeah, that's just my opinion. I like Redbubble for that exact reason. I've got some extras. Not too many this time. I've not got, you know, 9,000 extras. So we're just going to do it real simple. This is my instance. It was in the last video. I'm sure you've already heard of it. If you have not, this is a good spot for sounds, like all of your sounds. Sometimes the button isn't what it says, and a lot of times it's a lot louder than what you would be hoping. Um, but it's decent. If you need sounds, they are here. It's over 9,000! It is here. Very good site. We're not going to stick on that too much because it's literally just button presses. You click on it. If you like it, you hit download. And simple. Very simple. You can also search and add sounds. If there's not a sound that you can find, but you have it and you want other people to be able to have it, upload. It helps everybody. All right. Next we have QR Code Monkey. So my Mixer tab is, or yeah, my tab, my page is all QR codes. You can click on them if you want, if you're on PC or whatever, but if you've got your phone, all of these work. So makes it very, very, very easy to just breeze right over all of them with your QR scanner, and then you've got a log of all the links in your phone. Super helpful. This is really easy to use. Your URL goes there. Your colors go here. If you want it to be gradient, you can. See, it just went from single color, or it can go from single color to gradient, so you can have it like all black or all blue or whatever, all red, or you can do radial gradients or lines. So you have to create it again to actually see the difference. So there we go. This last tool that we have is for giveaways. You can set up your own wheels. So you can have options, like gonna get rid of ESO, gonna get rid of ARC, gonna get rid of 7 Days to Die, and then you can just add more choices, etc. And then boom, apply wheel changes. In Scortbot or whatever bot, oh, person 1 giveaway. So then I come here and I'll spin for that person and they get a random game. I know that was really short. I kind of went over everything a little fast, but the reason being is because it's already going to be a longer video, as I do like to describe things. But in-depth tutorials on everything will be out in their own separate videos, which will be either in the link in the description and or I'll probably put annotations up as I talk about each of them, so that way if you just want to go directly to it, you can. They will also be in a playlist, so don't have to worry about that. But I would like to thank you guys for watching. With that, that is the end of the video, and I will catch you all later. You know what to do. Goodbye.